To Moscow. There's going to be 4 undercards. That's Rakhim Chakhkiev listening to his anthem, Giulian Ilie. The commentary team will be, of course, the former WBO Super Featherweight Champion of the world, Barry Jones, and the smooth voice of boxing, John Rawling. Over to the boys for not the first time, for what will be a sensational night's boxing.
Thank you very much, Steve, and good evening to all of you. It is going to be special tonight. It's the big one we've been waiting for, Klitschko against Povetkin. Klitschko the big favourite, but Povetkin has never been beaten, and as we've seen, he can get into the trenches and he can be a formidable opponent. Klitschko himself saying that it's going to be the hardest night of his career, potentially. Well, we will see. There's Giulian Ilie, Romanian-born Italian, 36 years old. Coming in on the back of a couple of victories against journeyman, against Rakhim Chakhkiev, who's got 1 defeat in 17 fights, the Russian. Won the heavyweight gold medal in Beijing at the Olympics in 2008, and he actually beat an Italian to take that gold medal, beat an Italian spoiler by the name of Clemente Russo. So then, Chakhkiev against Ilie, it's our first action of the night, and Chakhkiev, you would think, is going to be maybe a class better than Ilie, but we will see. Chakhkiev, 30 years old, 6 years his junior, but we're looking forward to a special evening, Barry.
Yeah, well, it's a massive occasion, isn't it, over there? Now they've really broke the bank, haven't they, the Russian promoters, to get Klitschko over there against Povetkin. They obviously feel he has a chance.
Klitschko now 37 years old. I guess what you can say is that the story cannot go on forever. He's been one of the most dominant heavyweights in the history of the sport. In his 24th world title fight tonight, Vladimir Klitschko. As you can see, Chakhkiev with a little bit of a height and reach advantage. He's a southpaw. And this is his first fight since losing a WBC world title shot against Krzysztof Wlodarczyk back in June. Actually had the champion down in the 3rd round, gave a good account of himself, looked as though he was going to win the title, but then got caught badly in the 6th round and eventually unravelling in the 8th.
Oh, just had to take a good right hand there off Ilie Chakhkiev.
Ilie's been a professional since 2004. And he's in his 29th professional contest. He's got 6 defeats on his record. Chakhkiev, a sharp puncher and targeting the Italians' fairly ample midriff in these early stages.
Yeah, you think it'd be a good tactic, wouldn't you? But he's boxing well so far, isn't he? He's just not giving Ilie any space, is he, with his feet. Stalking him around the ring quite well, and just jumping in with the attacks. There's just a confidence fight again, isn't it, for Chakhkiev, just to get him back on the winning ways, but he still has to be careful of what comes back from Ilie. He just jump in with the right hand now and again, and can surprise you as he did just then with a nice little right uppercut.
Wanting to get Chakhkiev back in the world title mix, maybe. We've got a European cruiserweight title coming up for you later on. Matthias Masternak against Grigory Drozd. Winner of that one could well be heading for a fight for the WBC title against the winner of Wlodarczyk, who's going to be defending his title against the veteran Italian Giuseppe Fragomeni. That's coming up on December the 6th. One to watch out for. So that's a decent opening round for Chakhkiev. Clearly that's the edge in punching power, and he's been outworking the Italian as well. Caught once, but the bulk of the effective work coming for the Russian.
Yeah, it was a clear round for Chakhkiev. You know, he boxing well beyond the jab and coming in with that southpaw left hook to the body quite well. And already Ilie looking a little bit tired, isn't he, in the corner. Lovely body shots there, coming back as well with a right hook to the body. And obviously Ilie being the smaller fighter, just ducking low there, just luckily getting out the way of the headshots, but it's going to be, you'd feel, a hard night's work for Ilie tonight.
Strong, isn't he, Chakhkiev? Powerful physique. Not the most fleet-footed of fighters, but when he lets the punches go, they certainly go. Huge arena here in Russia. Some time away, of course, from the main event. Second round, sorry Barry, second round.
And I like that from Chakhkiev. He just, every now and again, he just does a little feint, doesn't he? Just to make Ilie just, you know, just covers up a little bit, and then he jumps in with the attack. You can see the amateur pedigree coming through, can you, with the little good foot movement that he does.
Originated from Tobolsk in Russia, Chakhkiev, now, like many of the leading German fighters, based in Hamburg.
And even though he's not able to throw it there, he's just stealing the space in here, really, just making Ilie just take a little step back until he has nowhere to go. He's on the ropes. And Chakhkiev, with that nice wide stance that he has, can really get some purchase on that backhand of his.
Ilie just clipped by that right hand.
Yeah, nice fast hands there, wasn't it, from Chakhkiev? Puts his punches together pretty well. Just like to see him soften Ilie up with the jab. Just keep flicking that jab in his face. Then Ilie gets a bit confident and feels like he has to attack. Then he can catch him on the counter.
Again, the right hand going through. Good exchange. Both men landing heavy shots. The better work, though, seemed to be coming from Chakhkiev.
Yeah, but to Ilie's credit, he took that right hook, didn't he? Flush and took it very well.
Some of the biggest names in world boxing going to be here tonight, and Britain's three heavyweights keeping a very close watch on proceedings. Derek Chisora, we're told, is going to be in the dressing room looking at the binding of the hands, the taping of the hands of Vladimir Klitschko. Sounds a bit of a wind-up move to me.
Well, he'll make his presence felt, that's for sure. Really will. And it's all about trying to sell yourself.
In with a water bottle, will it?
It's about selling yourself, isn't it? You know what I mean? That everyone knows that all the money leads to the Klitschko in the heavyweight division.
That's a decent left hand. Again, Ilie riding the punch, seeing it coming. Another lively round.
Yeah, good round there from Chakhkiev again, I think. Ilie having a little bit of success. No, he fights back, doesn't he? He's not there just to make up the numbers, but all the skill and all the power lies with Chakhkiev for sure.
This side.
Good knockout percentage, 12 of his 16 wins coming by stoppage. That was a decent right hand. Ilie taking it well, landed pretty flush.
Yeah, and he did more than take it well. He fired back, didn't he? You know, he obviously can take a shot. I don't think Chakhkiev's a massive puncher. He just puts so much into every shot. I think it's the volume of the shots. I think if he catch you with 2 or 3 hard shots on the trot, you're looking for nowhere to go but the floor. But Ilie looks like he can take a shot, so he's going to give Chakhkiev a few rounds for sure.
Talking about the names who are going to be here this evening in this big event in Russia. David Hayes, Tyson Fury, supposed to be at ringside. Lennox Lewis is already here. Vladimir Putin's birthday on Monday, and I noticed that the ever-active Don King press office, Don King offering birthday greetings to Mr. Putin. I'm sure he'll cherish that.
Yeah, if he knows who Don King is, even.
I'm sure he does.
It's hard to see what Ilie can do, isn't it, really, to change the pattern of the fight. You feel he had to go forward, but he's only going to walk onto shots. I think he needs a shorter fight. I think he needs to stay low. Would be probably a good tactic for him. Maybe try and roll forward. But at the moment, no, he's just on the end of all the shots, isn't he, from Chakhkiev?
It's a good body shot from the Chakhkiev. Good left hook went in there. Again, Ilie takes it well.
Yeah, and for a traditional European fighter, he works the body well, doesn't he, Chakhkiev?
Very good amateur pedigree, Chakhkiev. Ilie letting him come, looking to fire in that big right-hand counter shot.
It's better from Chakhkiev when he just has a little bit of a spring in his step, when he does the feint, when he's moving those shoulders, he mounts the attack. You know, Ilie doesn't just see it coming, so it's better movement for him when he does that.
Руки на месте.
10 round of this one to be followed by another heavyweight fight. Ruslan Chakhkiev back in action, former WBA world champion. The man who beat Nikolai Valoev.
Nice fast hands again there from Chakhkiev. He's looking to force the fight, isn't he? But Ilie again having his a few little successes, not enough to win the round, of course, but just keeping Chakhkiev honest.
Decent straight right hand which he landed in the last few seconds of the round.
Lovely back left hand there, one from the southpaw stance from Chakhkiev. Very accurate, you know, you can see all the pedigree coming through. And he has fast hands, isn't he, for a big fella.
Very much so, very much so.
But Ilie's still fighting back, you know, he's not just looking to cover up, is he, and survive. He's looking to try and make it go better. Great right hand, right through the guard. Left hand, I should say, right through the guard. And you've got to admit, he's boxing pretty well, isn't he? Having everything his own way so far and looking good in the process.
Well, I've got him all 3 rounds clearly so far. Rakhim Chakhkiev, the Russian.
Четвертый раунд.
Moving now into round 4.
Ilie already, and he makes himself a small target. It's just not giving Chakhkiev any sort of opening. Don't have load up, is he, on those hooks?
Well, if Giulian Ilie could pull this one off somehow and find a big punch which he clearly needs, then it would be the biggest win of his career.
It'll be a massive shock, wouldn't it? And even though he fights back when he is under pressure, he's not going to win the fight the way he's fighting now, is he? He's going to have to come forward. He'll have to take some sort of educated risk at some point. Trying to time Chakhkiev coming in, trying to counter him, but it's not really working for him at the moment.
Oh, another decent right hand from Chakhkiev. Again, Ilie showing good punch resistance.
Just smothers his work there, didn't he, for that uppercut. Good body work by Chakhkiev. Just a little bit too close to get that uppercut into play. If he would have stepped half a step out, that would have been a beautiful shot. Definitely, even though Chakhkiev's having everything his own way, just like to see him up the pace a little bit.
I was going to say, it's a quieter round, this one.
Yeah,
just taking his foot off the gas a little bit, Chakhkiev.
It's not even the punch, it's just the footwork again, just to get a little bit of spring in his step, keep Ilie guessing, keep Ilie boxing at his pace so he gets tired and quicker. Beautiful left hand. But a left hand just before, it wasn't from Ilie, from Chakhkiev, sorry, and Ilie taking it really well.
Quieter round then. Chakhkiev still doing enough to win it though.
Yeah, clear round for Chakhkiev, wasn't it? He had all his success. Ilie just got through with a nice little right hand there though, just before the bell on the ropes. But Chakhkiev, I think, just loading up a little bit too much. You know, remember it's a 10 round that he got to pace himself. You know, he can keep it at a high pace, but keep the punches nice and loose and relaxed. Just tensing up a little. Don't want to get too close. Wants to try and impress, I think, and wants to try and get the stoppage. It might not happen, so you've got to relax, keep a little bit in the tank, but still keep it at a high pace.
He's finished.
Trying to instill a bit of belief in Giulian Ilie. Massive auditorium, slowly starting to fill up.
Пятый раунд.
Rakhim Chakhkiev, the southpaw on the far side as you look, right-hand side now. Russian with just one defeat on his professional record. Boxing nicely thus far.
Yeah, he got some great skills, hasn't he? He doesn't do many things wrong, does he? You know, his footwork's pretty good. Makes the space for the shot. Just loads up a little bit too much on the backhand, I think. Just a little bit too tense. And in the process, just feel he's getting a little bit frustrated.
Maybe every round in there, those doing him good after being on the end of that stoppage defeat last time out.
Yeah, it's a hard, especially when you're undefeated. You know, it was a stoppage against a good guy, you know, world class for a world title, but still, you know, coming back from a stoppage is always a worrying sign for a fighter's confidence. So this will do him the world of good.
Really not showing too many attacking moves. He's being caught by that right hand.
And again, a good shot there from Ilie. He's got some skills, this Ilie. The problem he has is that really he's a super middleweight, isn't he? That really, to be honest, like, you know, he's too heavy around the waist, and he's too small to get those. You make advantage of the natural ability that he has. That's why he's looking to time Chakhkiev coming in. He's got good timing, as Ilie, but he's just because he's a smaller fella, he's just overwhelmed by the strength and power of Chakhkiev.
Oh, that's That's a right hand which again caught him pretty flush, and Ilie just wants to hold on and buy just a little bit of time.
Still good with the feints there from Chakhkiev, but just needs to let his hands go a little bit more. That's better. The movement was good, wasn't it? He set the shot up and just didn't let it go.
Just respectful of that right hand of Ilie, not prepared to just walk through. Another round though for the Russian.
Yeah, clear.
Rakhim, в ринге опасная зона.
Nice little shot. I don't think there was too much on that, but nice direct right down the pipe, wasn't it? Nice little exchange from both fighters there. Ilie starting off that exchange for the change.
You mark, but you look. No, man. You must all he have good condition there. When you make them no condition.
So moving into the second half of the fight. And so far we've got it a shutout for Rakhim Chakhkiev.
Шестой раунд.
Again, because Chakhkiev's looking for the big shot all the time, he just loads up, just waits a little bit too long sometimes. Should throw fast shots and then just let the last one or two be heavy. Put some spike in the last couple of shots. Just open up the defence with some light fast flurries first of all, and then let the big shots go.
Was caught by that right hand again, Chakhkiev. Right hook got through again. Ilie just rocking back on the ropes and takes it with no great difficulty.
Yeah, he uses the ropes very well, doesn't he, Ilie? Sometimes for mounted attack, he just uses him as a little springboard sometimes. Knows how to survive, doesn't he? And, and he fights back as well, makes it competitive in stages, but in this sort of distance, he's just not doing enough, is he, or anything at all. Again, Chakhkiev just a little bit too overeager, just smothering his work just a little bit. He wants to get that backhand, the left hook into play. Just needs to take a step to his right.
Gum shields come out. And Ilie's work rate just seems to have lessened a little bit from what it was in the early stages.
And then throws a nice 1-2 on cue, but yeah, he only throws back when
that's after the 30-second break to have the gum shield put back in.
He only throws back when he has to, doesn't he? When he's under pressure, really, he doesn't. Nice bit of work there from Ilie. Fast hands, fast feet. And again, fast hands from Ilie.
After that little break for the gun shield coming out, he actually responded quite well there, the veteran Italian. Not enough to win the round, though.
No, definitely not for me. Just not doing enough. He's looking to survive, you know, and you feel like he could have a little go, can't you? You can see him when he's on the ropes under pressure, he fights back quite well. Again, Ilie using the ropes quite well there, just to lean back and then come back and smother the work of Chakhkiev. But Chakhkiev doing a bit of good work, but then just getting too close and smothering his work, and just needs to take that half a step out to get purchase on the shots.
Sense a real will in Chakhkiev to look good tonight. He's trying to make a statement, and maybe just trying that little bit too much.
I think he's boxing well, isn't he? You know, he's got some great skills. You can see that. He's just, I think for me, he's loading up too much and just trying a little bit too hard to make an impression. Just like to see him relax a little bit more.
7th round, Rakhim Chakhkiev has got to be a long way clear on the judges' cards.
Oh, lovely, real good work. Just got that bounce in his step, didn't he? Just before it got a little bit of a feint, and then just jumped in there with a nice little 3-punch combination.
Trying to sucker Ilie in, trying to get the Italian to throw something and be the first man to commit himself.
But do what he just did, that's right. Just again, little feints, little fast combinations, nothing too heavy. Just draws Ilie in there, makes him feel that he has to throw something back to be competitive. Then you can let go with the big shot. Just got to unlock the defense a little bit more.
Crowd might like just a little more action than we're getting right now. Now Chakhkiev tries to step it up.
Good right hand there from Ilie. Again, for me, Chakhkiev just double up that jab again. Go back and throw in that southpaw jab.
Fairly quiet round again. Left hand of Chakhkiev blocked with ease by Ilie.
And Chakhkiev just throwing that left hook to the body, hasn't he, from range, which he was having some success with earlier on in the fight. Just headhunting a little bit too much.
Right hand lead from Ilie. He had his moments in that round, the Italian.
Yeah, he landed with some good shots, but again, for me, I can't see how you can give anyone but Chakhkiev.
Сейчас садись, когда. Дыши, на. Лед, положили. Лед. 8, 9, 10.
Eyes of the Italian just marking up a little bit of swelling over left hand, right eyes. All the urgency, most of it is coming from the Russian.
Yeah, of course, Ilie only really throws back when he's under pressure, doesn't he? Don't really initiate any of the attacks, and that's why Chakhkiev's picking up all these rounds. It's funny because Ilie went back to the corner in the first round, looked exhausted. Now we're going into round 8 and he looks fresh as a daisy.
Восьмой
The
раунд.
Italian clearly has the strength and the defensive capability, you would think, to see it through to the final bell. Question is whether or not he's prepared to risk it and create the upset. Or at least give himself a chance of so doing.
Well, I think if he was fighting at the proper weight, Ilie, I think he'd be a good little fighter, you know. I think he's got some lovely skills. He's shown, hasn't he? You know, he's take a shot, got fast hands. He counters very well, doesn't he? Even under pressure. But again, the physical size and strength of someone like Chakhkiev, he just, you know, he's just not worth the risk for him to go forward and make an effort. And lands with a good right hand here coming forward. So again, showing he has some skills when he needs to.
Hai înainte, dreapta, dreapta. Pune dreapta cu șeful stânga, hai pe el, hai, calcă-l acolo.
Spotty shot from Ilie, though, that created the opening, didn't get his glove back up.
Yeah, good. It was good counter one. A good counter right hook there, though, from Chakhkiev for me. Really good shot, really well schooled. But Ilie started the round very well, didn't he? And now he's just stopped throwing punches.
Solid right to the body from Chakhkiev.
Левой встречный, правый боковой. Левой встречный, правый боковой. Подвигай.
Oh, an exciting round.
Kind of summed that round up, actually, that last little stanza.
You know, if Ilie had a little bit more ambition, he could have took that round. I'm pretty sure. For me, he didn't again. I think he landed a few shots, but the fact that Chakhkiev trying to make the fight and comes forward in a few little spurts now and again.
Trying to work away on those swollen eyes.
Nu mai ai ce să aștepți. Au trecut 8 reprize. Ai înțeles? Dreapta cu șeul de stânga dreapta. 2-3, leagă-le.
And just 2 rounds now remaining.
There was that right hook counter, wasn't it, there in the beginning of the round? Or was that the wrestling part?
I think that was the wrestling part that eventually left them both rolling around on the canvas. Well, let's see if we can see a bit more boxing in this ninth. Oh, that's a nice right hand. Tough guy though, Ilie.
Showing some cuteness there as well, wasn't he? Just dropping his hands, leaning out the range.
Не стой, ноги, не стой. Погоняй.
But to be honest, even though you'd like to see Chakhkiev throw a lot of shots and come forward now, really make a make a go of it when you're trying to get the stoppage. You know, if you were in his corner, you just tell him just to play safe now, wouldn't you? He's a street ahead.
Yeah, a mile in front, just box it through. And a return to winning ways.
Вправо, вправо, уходи вправо. Все время вправо.
Really taking that again really well.
Well, for me, because Chakhkiev loads up too much, they're heavy shots, and there's not enough snap in them, is there, really, to really scramble the senses. They're just hard, heavy shots, you know, that make you feel sorry for yourself when you probably get caught, but not enough, again, like I said, to really, you know, shake you up too much. Again, because he's tense and loading up, just lacks a little bit of speed sometimes when he does try and dig in a heavy shot.
If you're just joining us, this is our first fight of the night at the Olympic Stadium. Rakhim Chakhkiev, the Russian on the left-hand side of your picture, well ahead against Giulian Ilie, at least on our cards. And it's all part of the build-up to the big one later on, Klitschko against Povetkin.
Good work there from Chakhkiev, just nice little right hook, left hook combination onto the body on the ropes. He's kept Ilie quiet in this round.
Chakhkiev still looking for the big shots, still trying to put the Italian away. Caught several occasions by that right-hand lead, though, of Ilie. It's all stacking up into being a decent night's work for Chakhkiev.
Yeah, that was good. That was a better round, wasn't it, for Chakhkiev? He looked quite good in that round. He just got a little bit of a bruising on his temple there from when they clashed heads at the beginning of the round, when they both went in for the combination.
So into the last 3 minutes.
And you wondered if this guy's going to make a play now in the last round, trying to make a little bit of a show for the crowd, Ilie. Or is he just going to stay in and survive?
So last round of 10.
10-й раунд.
It's been a fairly comfortable night's work for Rakhim Chakhkiev. He's with his back to you now.
Право. Двигайся. Не бросайся. Готовь, готовь, готовь. Двигайся. И стой. Рахим, по-собранию.
Just trying to draw Ilie out of his shell.
Oh, he certainly drew him out of his shell and punished him with a right hand, and I don't think he's going to get up. Ilie looks in trouble. He's going to be counted out. And the fight is all over in the last round. He tried to get him to come out of his shell. Ilie was trying to land big shots of his own, and he got caught with a right hand, which I don't think he saw.
Well, it was brilliant when it's that counter right hook. He had some success with that in the past, with nothing of any weight. Just caught Ilie square, didn't he? A real thumping shot, just leaning back with it, I think it was, that right hook. And yeah, you could see as soon as he went down, he wasn't going to go in anywhere, was he? Just cut with his feet square, no real defence, no real. Oh, cracking shot! Look at that, beautiful. Well, it's so well delivered, isn't it? More than anything else.
Well, it was a while coming. Ilie was making attempts, fair play, in that last round. He was trying to force the pace, but he was caught by a terrific right hand.
Well, Chakhkiev showing a bit of patience, you know, a little bit frustrated when he threw those the previous 9 rounds, couldn't really make a dent in Ilie's defence, but